Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to see where I can see y'all because I'm on multiple cameras. If you can see and hear me okay, put a comment. How do I open this up? Y'all give me a second because this is really the first time I'm for real trying to do this live. So, I'm gonna come off and try again because this is not working. I don't know who is viewing, but I am going to come back. Can you hear me? I don't see no comments. I don't see nothing. What the world? Okay, all messages. Y'all, I see y'all logging in, but I'm trying to get my live situated. Can y'all let me know if you can hear me? And I'm trying to get where I can see the comments. Open YouTube from a search engine. I did. I got it open on my browser, but it's not letting me see the comments, you guys. Or like who's on. See, look, I got it open. Hold on. I got it opened in this browser. But it is not allowing me to do the... Oh, okay, there it is. There it is, over here on the side. I can see the comments on my other computer. Okay. Thank you, gaming. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments over there. And I'm going to get started on this tutorial. This is for those that have the smaller format printer. Oh, Lord Jesus. I had all of this stuff opened up. But y'all bear with me because my screen is cracked, as you can see, and it's doing weird stuff. Okay, now we are going to learn how to print for the Clack fan. If you have a smaller printer and you need to learn how to print, I don't know what ransom is. Oh, okay. I don't know I don't know what ransom is. Search it. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. No, I don't want to play that. Let me see. Okay. It's only 2 minutes though, so I must not have the right one. But anyway, we're gonna get started on the tutorial. Now, for those of you that need to know how to print from a small format printer, we already have our design open. I don't know if you guys can see my full screen. Let me move it out some, make sure you guys can see my full screen. Now, for those of you that have my template and that are wondering how to design on the template, first of all, your page size is going to be 26.25 by 18 inches. Okay? And you can see the size again up here, 26.25 by 18 inches. In order to design on top of your fan, what I usually do is I download my background. But since the background is a solid color, you can also change the color of the frame. So we're going to change that to that green. Then we're going to move that one out the way. And then we are going to move that to the back. And in order to move to the back, you just use layer and send to back. And shoot, that's almost lined up perfectly on there. So now that we have that, now it went to the next song, but we're going to keep it rolling. Okay, so now we saw that everything was lined up on the fan where we needed it, so we don't need to do no adjustments here. What you just saw me do was to move the fan out of the way because this is what we're downloading. This entire thing is what we're going to download. You can either select everything and download selection from here. I like to download it from here. Go over to download. Let me turn this down some because it sounds like I feel like I'm yelling over top of this music. Okay, you're going to download it as a PDF print. Flatten PDF, and we only just want that page. So you can click on current page. Click on done. And for prints, we want the CMYK. And then you are going to download it. Okay, that's still downloading. Can y'all see the screen? Okay, if y'all can't see anything or if you have any questions, please put it in the comments. Okay, so that's downloaded. So now we are going to open that up and we are going to open it up in Adobe. If you do not have Adobe Reader, download Adobe Acrobat Reader. It is free to download and it will make your printing so much easier. So now once this opens up, we're going to click on printer. And this is where it gets fun. So I have the 2800, the Epson 2800. So you're going to go to properties. According to whatever size paper that you have, I would recommend that you use an 8.5 by 14 size sheet because it does cut it down to 6 sheets instead of 8 sheets. If you do 8.5 by 11, it's going to take you 8 sheets to do one fan, okay? So 8.5 by 14. You want it on landscape. For your paper type, you want premium presentation paper matte. And this is just for sublimation across the board. Unless you know something specifically different about your printer, you want to use premium presentation paper matte for sublimation. And your quality is high. And then for your, you want to make sure this is unchecked. You don't want that to be checked. And then under more options, for your color correction, you're going to go to, first you're going to check, because it's going to be automatically checked for automatic. So you want to check custom, advanced, and then you want to do color controls. And then you want to do Adobe RGB 2.2. Okay? Because it's 2 choices, so you want to make sure it's on 2.2. You want to make sure that your image is mirrored. Whenever you're doing sublimation, your image is always mirrored. How were you able to add your individual images in your template without it automatically? Okay, let me show you guys that really quickly. Let me go back. Yes, baby. Is everything in there cleaned up? So if I get up and go right now and check, it's going to be clean? The living room, y'all room, and my front room. Oh, okay. All right. So for the actual design, let me show you. Let's move this background out of the way. Now, for those that need to know how to do you know how to do the layers, how to get to your different layers? You go here to position, and over here under layers, you're going to see everything that's on this page. And that's a lot easier way to get to all of your elements. And then to arrange, it's in the same spot. So we're going to send that to the back. Now, to keep this, because you see once you move your picture, yes, sir. It's clean. All right, because you know I'm going to check once I finish. So you better make sure. All right. So you see, yes, baby. What time are you going to go to the skate park? I don't know what time I'm going to go to the skate park. I don't know if it's going to be today. Okay. All right. You see, once I moved this, it automatically went into the frame. So to keep that from happening, you simply lock your frame. If you just click it one time, it locks it in position where the frame itself can't move, but you will still be able to put stuff in the frame. So you want to lock it twice. You see there where it doesn't have the pencil on it anymore. Now you can move things around, move all of your pictures around, your text around, and nothing will go in the frame. So then when you're finished, you want to unlock it, and you can just move that whole frame out of the way. Because what's happening is once you put your actual background back and send it to the back, everything else is in place. So this full background is just going to give you the bleed that you're going to need once you get ready to print. So let's go back to, did that answer your question, Maisha? I don't know if it's a delay on this thing or not. You sure? Let me see what else I could show you. And it's just going to be the same thing. Even if you have, let's make this background a frame. Let's do this. Say the whole thing was a frame. It's going to be the same concept. See, this is the frame. So you're just going to lock it. Anytime you don't want it to go into your frame or to fill up the whole background, you just lock the background. And then you can unlock it when you're ready to move things around. Okay? Now we are going to, it was something else I was about to show y'all. God dog it, I keep hitting this camera. It's something else I was about to show y'all too. Oh, what was it? What was it? It had to do with this too. I can't remember. No, the order doesn't matter. I would do the frame first. It's no problem. I would do the frame first because everything is going to be built around your frame. So you definitely want your frame to be in place while you're designing. Oh, that was the other thing. Also, the way that you can do it is nudge. You hold down your control key and you can move things around without it going into the frame. But for each time you do that, you would have to hold down your control key. So the easiest thing for me to do is to just, I hear you, baby, give me a second, is to just lock the frame or to lock your background. What you need? Yeah, that's fine. Y'all make sure you have your hoodie on. Yes, ma'am. You can nudge. Yeah, like I said, you just hold down your control key and you can move everything around with no problem. And that also helps when you move certain things into place. You guys know how to snap into place. If you don't want things to snap into place and you just want to just barely ease it where you want it, you want to use nudge for that as well. So you hold down your control key and you can just move it a lot or just a little bit. Okay. Let me see what else I could tell y'all about. I think that's really about it. Y'all know how to do if you want to undo, you can either use the back buttons on here or you can do Control Z on your keyboard. Shift Control Z is redo and Control Z is undo. Okay, so I think that's all the questions on that. So now we are going to print, and I'm going to show you guys. You can either print it with the design already in the fan, or you can print it like I'm getting ready to print it. So where are we? We are over here. So back to the printing. You're either with the smaller printer, you're going to either print 8.5 by 14 or you're going to print 8.5 by 11. If you print 8.5 by 14, you only need 6 sheets. If you do 8.5 by 11, you're going to need 8 sheets. Here's all of your settings. Mirror your image. For the color controls, it's Adobe RGB 2.2. You don't want your bidirectional printing on. You want premium presentation paper matte, and you want high for quality. And then you want to make sure that it's on the poster size. And I set my overlay to 0.5. Now, it will literally look like you are doubling up your print. It will look like you're laying it right over top of, so it will kind of almost look like, what's the purpose for it? But trust me, with the more overlay, I have found that it's harder to get the lines, the seam lines, if you do the 0.5 overlay. And you just want to hit tab, because if you hit enter, it's going to automatically start printing. Okay, so excuse me, y'all. My sinuses and allergies is trying to start acting up. Your tile scale is going to be at 100%. And then you are going to you're going to print. You see right here where it says pages 6, it's going to print all 6 of those pages. And I have my pages printed out already. Well, I gotta print 2 more pages because I ran out of paper. But for 8.5 by 11, everything else is the same. Only thing is going to change is the page size. And you guys see how it took it to 8 pages instead of 6 pages. Okay. I'm not going to actually print that because I don't have the paper in there for that. Now, somebody else had asked, how do you set it up, in Silhouette? You're very welcome. I have found it. Let me show you guys this. Because for some people, they like to do it this way, where you split it in Canva. To me, it's a little bit more of a headache because you really have to play with lining up. I'm trying to find one of my ready split. You really have to play with lining up where you split it at. Here we go. Let's do this one. See how I have it here? And basically what I did is you take the whole sheet. So I downloaded my PNG. Okay, let me walk you guys through it. Because they told me that I need to explain everything. So let me walk you guys through it. Here you are. Okay, take that to the back. Come on. Okay. Now we are going to download it. Download it as a PNG. To get high resolution, I always take mine up to with this one, it's already pretty big. So I won't need to take it all the way up to 3. But if you're having a problem with the resolution on your prints, take it up to 3. And that should help your resolution. Transparent. And I just want this one page. So I'm going to download that. Okay. Now we are going to upload that back to Canva. And we are going to open up a new design. Now, for those of you that want to do it like this, you're going to make your page 12 point, because this is for, no. It wouldn't be 12.75. That's for those that's trying to print 13 by 19. It would be, oh Lord. Does which part make the page larger? On which part? I'm trying to see what it would be. 12.75. If it was 13 by 19, it would be 12.75 by 18.75. So I'm going to do 8 by 10.75. I think that's right, y'all. Because I don't like to do it like this. It's so much easier to just do it from Adobe because it splits it automatically for you. Okay, I see a comment. What does it say? Why are the comments delayed on my computer? I can see part of your comment on my phone, but it's covered up a little bit, Maisha. And it's delayed on my computer. Let me see if I can see it. When you change the resolution, yes, it does make the image. Yes, that does make the image bigger. So if you're trying to upload something to a different platform or something like that, and it says your image is too big, that's what it is. Because it does increase the size. So if you bring it all the way up, that's going to increase the size. So if it says your image is too big, you can come back in and decrease the size all the way down here. Or what you can do, well, there's nothing to download there. What you can do is change it to a JPEG. A JPEG image is always going to be smaller than a PNG. Let's see. So we are over here and we have it. We're going to upload it. Okay, there it is. So now we want this. Oh, this is going to be so hard to do this. I don't even know if I want to show y'all this, because this is going to be a headache to try to do this like this. Because you don't have to, you have to split it 8 times. I'm not going to show y'all how to do this because this is just outrageous. We're just going to do it from the Adobe Reader. It's free. It's going to make your life a lot easier. It's already hard enough having to piece all of the pieces together. So we're just going to do it from there. So now I am going to show you all how to piece the pieces together. But I got to shift my camera. And I got to print the other 2 pieces out. So if y'all can bear with me. I'll move this way a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And I gotta cut some paper because I didn't have any 8.5 by 14. So I cut my own 8.5 by 14 paper. I need to order some. I'm just gonna, I need 1, 2, 3, I need 2 sheets. All right. I am going to shift my camera. Is it? Yeah. Okay, let's do that like that. Let me see. Okay, move this out the way. A lot of extra stuff going on here. Okay. All right, I think I'm almost set up, y'all. 1 second. Let me double check everything Check my view. See what y'all see. Oh Lord. I bought the 13 by 19 roll and was so happy to hear that you were showing. Oh yes. Yeah, because I have a wide format printer too, but my printer gave out on me and I had orders, so I didn't have no choice but to print on the smaller one. So, but it's a headache. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It is a headache. If you can do it on a bigger printer, then I would definitely recommend it. But let me cut a couple sheets of this, throw in this printer, and then we are going to piece all of them together. Oh, my hand's so ashy, y'all. Y'all excuse my hands. What did I do with my scissors? Where are my scissors? I don't see my scissors or my blade. Well, that sucks. I don't really want to use them, but for time purposes, I'm going to use those. Okay. Okay, be nice. Be nice. Okay, and while these last pages print, I'm gonna go ahead and start taping the other pieces together. Okay. Now I have a way that I do it, and if you can get you one of these, I'm trying to see it on my, come on, don't make my life difficult. If you can get you one of these, it is going to help you a lot. This is double-sided tape runner, and y'all see the ink and stuff all over my hands. I've been in here working, as you can see. But anyway, and you need you some tape, okay? I don't know what I did with my scissors and my blade, because I would really prefer to use my blade. Let it roll off. Hold on, y'all. I had all my stuff on my desk, so I wouldn't be doing all of this. But I don't see it. Where is it? Come on. All right, y'all. I can't find what I'm looking for, so I'm not going to prolong this time. Okay, to set this up, I have 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and 2 in the middle. And my 2 top ones, my 2 top ones are the ones that should be printing, but they're not. Hold on. It says there's printing. Okay. Nope. These are going to actually be, and you'll be able to see how they line up to know what go with what. See how this one is lining up with this one, and then this one is lining up with this one. So it's actually my 2 bottom pieces that are printing, which I need first. So can you just show me how to print on and your split dimensions? Okay, yes. While I'm waiting for them other 2 pages to print, Maisha, I will show you how to do it with the 13 by 19. Is it printing or nah? Like, what is it doing? Please don't cancel on me, because now it's going to try to reprint the whole thing. Okay. So, Maisha just asked for me to show those of you that have the 13 by 19. So I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly. If you are doing the 8.5, the smaller format printer, I do not recommend that you try to do it this way with the split. I really, really, truly recommend that you just print automatically from Adobe Reader and let Adobe Reader split it automatically for you. Okay, so where did my mouse pad go? There it is. Okay. For those that want to print from either Word or Silhouette Studio, you have a wide format printer and you want to print from Word or Silhouette Studio. What you would do is, and y'all don't mind my screen because my screen is touch screen, but I cracked it. So it's starting to do weird stuff now. So what you want to do is you want to create you a page. After you download your PNG, remember we downloaded the full PNG image at your 26.25 by 18-inch image. And then you are going to create you a new page, 12.75, because your sheet is 13 by 19. And so to create some border for yourself, a manual border, first you want to change this to inches. You want to make it a little bit smaller than your page size. 1275 by 18.75. Create your new design. Okay, you already got your picture uploaded. So you want to make sure that your picture is the size, the original size of the page. So what I just did is I went to position. And I found like when I put it in this corner, for whatever reason, when it makes it bigger, it does it correctly. Because if I do it another way, it's like it zooms in on certain parts of the image, and then it's a headache to fix it. So anyway, we're going to make sure that this is 26.25 by, see what it just did? By 18, which is the page size. Now, if you can see, it cut all of this off. You see that? So, what I want to do is make it a little bit, do it manually. And then over here, you can just adjust the size a little bit. There. So now you have it where you see this area around here is going to be your border once you print. And what I do is I make sure everything is in the middle for each page, so I'm assuring that they line up correctly. Now comes the fun part. You are going to make a duplicate of this page, and you're going to bring it down. But where this Y up here ends at, that's where the next page needs to begin. So you're going to have to pay real close attention to where this is ending. Again, and then that's where this page should begin. And to have your 0.5 overlap, again, where this one ends at, you don't want to just start from where it will go into the next page. You want to overlap it. So almost the same thing you have here, you want to have here, but not all the way quietly, okay? But you do want to have enough where it's going to overlap. So what it's going to happen is this will overlap all the way up until this little small corner, which is this part right here, okay? And that might be a little bit too much overlap. I might take it down just a notch. I don't know. I think I like it right there. So anyway, we're going to make sure that that's in the middle as well. And then because of the size of the fan, you can see here, you're going to have just a little bit of bleed that's left that you're going to need for the other end. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make a duplicate. Bring this down, and then you're going to, some people do the whole page, but to me, that is a waste of ink to print out this whole page when you really only need just this end part right here. So I would move this over, and then for the whatever of your sublimation paper that you don't use with the 13 by 19, you can cut that off and use that for a smaller project instead of wasting a whole sheet of paper for just the corner. So we see where that ended there. So I think that's a good spot to start that one from. And that's it. And that's how you line that. You're going to prepare your pages to be, and again, you've created your own border. This piece will be in the middle, so it will just only have a top and bottom border. And then you've created your outer border. Same concept. You're going to download, if you're printing from Word or Silhouette, you're going to download as a PNG. See how this is 1360 by 2000? For this size, I would upscale it. But I still would need to go all the way up to a 3 because that's a pretty decent size. 2380 by 3500. That's pretty high resolution. You're not going to get much better than that just by taking the size up more. And no, we do not want a transparent background because, again, we want the white to give us our border. So we don't want a transparent background. Then you're going to download. Nah, it's looking for that other piece of paper again. I got to put this other piece of paper in there. Okay, once it is downloaded, Lord Jesus, I'm struggling with this doggone camera. Let's do Silhouette Studio first. In Silhouette Studio, you're gonna open up your software, and to prepare your page, you will go over here where, come on, be nice. I gotta replace my doggone screen. I did this some months ago. I was so ashamed, y'all. I got so mad one day out there working in the garage that I slammed my computer closed and I had an ink pen still laying on my computer and it cracked my screen. So that just, of course, made me even madder. But just a lesson in, keep your cool when you're out here working. Don't let these machines cost you extra money. But anyway, so in Silhouette Studio, wait a minute, I'm trying to see the comments. In Silhouette Studio, you're going to make your page size the same size as in Canva. So it's going to be you want no cutting mat, because if you try to do this make the size bigger with the cutting mat, it's going to. So you want your media size to be custom, okay? And then you're going to go over here and you're going to make this the same size as your Canva page, 1275 by 18.75, and hit tab. Then you're going to go over here to File, and you're going to select Merge. Well, first you need to unzip. You'll see that when you download all three of them together, it's going to zip it in a file. So you want to unzip your file. Just click on it, extract all, or you can download them one by one where it doesn't zip the file. Extract. And then you see here, that's it right there. So we are going to open that up. And we're going to do page 1. Now you can just click on it. Make sure that your aspect ratio is unlocked. Okay. You're going to change the size again to 12.75 by 18.75. And with this one, you do want to hit enter. 12.75 by 18.75. Enter. It's going to fill up the page. And what I do is I just go over here to my alignment, make sure it's centered, make sure it's in the middle. And then you're going to do a new page, because you can't do multiple pages on one page in Silhouette. It has to be like separate pages. Gonna do the same thing again for the other 2 pages. Unlock ratio 12.75 by 18.75. Enter. And then we are going to center it. And for the last page, same thing again. Enter. Unlock ratio 12.75 by 18.75. Oops, I did tab. That needs to be entered. There we go. And then we are going to center it. Boom. And then you just print. And you got all three of your pages there. You go over here to File. And you print it the same way as you would from Adobe. Print this one. Let's see. I'm doing the... Since this one is 13 by 19, I'm going to do it from my 7820. I'm not going to actually print it, but I want y'all to see the how it's set up. So then your document size, you're going to choose that paper size, 13 by 19. Portrait. Paper type is going to be premium presentation, paper matte. High quality. You don't want either one of these to be checked. You don't want collage or reverse order to be checked. More options. You want to go to custom for your colors, advanced, color controls, and Adobe RGB in the 2.2. And we want to make sure bidirectional is not checked, and you want to ensure that mirror image is checked. Click OK, click apply, and print. Okay. So this other page is almost done printing. So now we are going to, that was for Maisha, or for those of you that wanted to know how to set up your page for the 13 by 19. If you want to split it yourself, if you don't want to be bothered with, you're welcome. If you don't want to be bothered with Adobe or whatnot, that's how you would do it in Silhouette Studio. Now in, oh, I forgot Word. Let me show it to you in Word. To a new page. Okay. You're going to open up Word. And, oh, it does. Okay, I got you. Open up Word. And under, is it layout? Yes, under layout. And then under size, you're going to set your page size for 13 by 19. And that's up here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Select your page size. And you are going to... Nope. You're going to insert right here. You're going to insert your pictures. Select all three. Insert. That is not the one I was working with. That's my other file. Where'd that come from? But anyway, I could use this one. It's the same thing. I could use these. So then you are going to click here for your wrap text. This is going to allow you to basically, quote unquote, unlock it where you can move it around. Because you can see right now you can't move it. So you want to move it behind, right click, wrap text, behind text. So now, or is it in front of text? Wait a minute. I think it's in front of text. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I'm giving it to you right. Wrap text in front. Okay, now that unlocks it where you can move it around. But we got everything on one page. So what we want to do, and this is, I don't like doing it from Word because you could either create a new page or you can insert page breaks. We want a new page. Come on. It ain't doing it like I want it to do. So we are going to insert. Why is this giving me issues? It is absolutely. Hold on, guys, because we're trying to get this on separate pages. And I don't know why it is giving me a headache. Wrap text and front of text. Okay, we can move that one around. Why is this not? It's supposed to go to the next page. I don't usually do this one, y'all, so y'all bear with me. Hold on. It's not doing what it usually would do for me. I don't know why it's not, but I'm just gonna close it out and open a new one because I don't know what just happened. But it's not working the way that I'm used to it working. Change the page size. Page breaks. Next page. Here we go. Okay, did you guys see what I just did there? After we change the page size, you go to layout, to size, change your page size, and then that's the same place that you're going to put your page breaks. So now we have 3 pages. And we are just going to merge. I don't know why I want to keep doing that. We're going to insert the pictures from this device. And then wrap text, in front of text, that's that one, wrap text, in front of text, come on. So now we got one on each page, but we still need to. This is so tedious, you guys. This is why I recommend for you to do Adobe if you can. What I just did is I cut it and I pasted it because that was getting on my nerves. So I just cut it from the page it was on. I right clicked and cut it on from the page it was on. And there is a page missing. That's only 2 pages. So we are missing a page. Inserts. Did it just do the same one again? No, okay. It's this one back here that I want. Wrap the text so you can move the picture. That's the one I want. I'm going to cut it from there and put it on page 2. Paste. Now, to make sure that your prints are the right size on these pages, what you are going to do is go to Home. No, you're not. Hold on. Insert, no. Draw, no. Layout. What is happening? Home. Is it picture format? Yes. Okay. Go to picture format. Over here in the corner. Y'all don't be talking about me because I done told y'all I don't be using words. So y'all don't talk too bad about me. You want to change your page size to the same thing again. 12.75 by 18.75. Same concept as with the other one. You want to make sure that it's even, okay? Same thing with this one. What did I say? Yeah, picture format, 12.75 by 18.75. Same thing. And you're going to do the same thing for the last one. And then you're going to print same way that you print from Silhouette Studio and from Adobe Acrobat. .75 by 18.75. Enter. Okay. Cancel that. Make sure that is... Oh, that's on the wrong page. But y'all get the gist of it. I ain't gonna keep sitting here fighting with this doggone word. But after you get your things sized correctly and get it centered and in the middle of your page, you are going to print. Go to File and Print. And again, it is going to look like the others. Okay, we're going to print from the 7820 since this is 13 by 19. Print all pages. Super B is going to be your paper size. Orientation, you're not going to mess with your margins. 1 page per sheet and print, okay? So now comes the fun part. What everybody's here for. And that is piecing all of these pieces together for those of you that have the smaller printer. Let me put my camera back up so you guys will be able to see. Just give me 1 second and we are going to tape these pieces together, okay? And I need to put my phone on the charger. Jeremiah! Jeremiah! Do you have, can you bring me the phone charger, please? Because my phone is on 10% and that's not going to be enough to finish this tutorial. Okay. So, the first thing that you want to do is to line up all of your sheets so you know what is what. You know what you are working with. You got your two middle pieces and you're going to have a top and a bottom. And as you line them up, you'll be able to tell what's the top and what is the bottom. Let's see. This one goes here. And this one goes, no. So we got this one lining up with this.
Where's that?
This one lining up with this. Look on the side of, no. Look on the side of my bed. This is the same, it looks like. Yeah, something didn't print right. But it's like putting a puzzle together, you guys. Nope. Something printed twice. Okay, that's gonna go with that one. That is gonna line up with that. That's gonna line up with that. So it's these two that are the discrepancy. This one is going to line up. No, I see what it is. It's two of these. Yeah, this side is missing. Why? I don't know, but I'm missing this one. Yep, I am missing this one, you guys. But anyway, I'm going to still use this to show you guys how to... Oh, no wonder. The paper was out. It never printed. Okay, so let's let that one print so I can really show you guys correctly how to do it. But I can start with the one that I have here. So, just for time purposes. And y'all ignore my hands and stuff because I've been doing a lot of work. And I got ink and all kind of stuff under my nails, on my hands, on my nails. And I'm doing it like this because I didn't order me no 8.5 by 14 paper, which I need to because I'm wasting 13 by 19 paper. Okay. This bottom corner, it's always going to be your base. This is going to be the one that you always start with. Everything else is going to be built on this bottom right-hand corner. Take some of the Lord, I'm about to knock my ink over. And I'ma really be mad because this is a brand new bottle of ink. Where's the top? I'm so disorganized. Now, while we're waiting for that to print, we can also prepare to cut. Oh, I'm getting ink everywhere. God dang it. For this one, you are always going to leave the entire border on this bottom right one, okay? You will never cut this border off. Your base will always keep this border around it. And as you go up and around, it's going to be a system to it. It's going to be a method to the madness. For your entire right-hand side, you are not going to cut this border off on this side. For your entire right-hand side of your prints, you're going to leave this border on, and then each one going up, you're going to cut. So this border would stay. This border would stay. You're going to cut this border in order for it to lay here. That's going to stay. This border is going to stay. And then you're going to cut this border for it to lay on top of here. And I'm going to do it all, okay? And then it's going to be the same thing going across. Being that we still have this border, we're going to cut this border so it'll lay on here. We're going to leave this border so this one will lay on top of here. Like this. We're going to cut this border so it'll lay on top of here. Or the last time I said I was going to do it like this, but you know what? I might do it that way. I might do it that way. Nah, I'm going to do it the way I did it because I didn't have no problems. So you're going to cut this border off, which will lay on top of here. You're going to leave this top border, and then you're going to cut this bottom border and the side border, which is going to lay on top of here. So with this one, you don't cut any of the border off. This bottom right one. And then with this top left one, you cut the entire border off. And then the other ones, you kind of stagger a little bit. So while we are waiting for that to print, we are going to start cutting our borders. Remember, this one stays. The whole entire, let me make sure y'all can see. The whole entire border stays. Then we're going to cut this border. And these are not the right scissors, but it's what I could find at the moment, so we're going to rock with it. Oh, Lord. I done closed off my comments. Y'all got any comments? Oh, I did it again. God dog it. Okay. Cut these borders off. Yes, baby. And try not to cut too much into your picture because it will affect the lining up. I would prefer to use my scissors, my ruler and a blade, but I couldn't find it. So this, once you cut this border off, it's gonna line up here. But I'm gonna show you once the bottom part prints. I'm going to show you how to do your tape and everything. And then remember, this top border stays, and then the bottom border for your very top piece gets cut off. Okay, that is going to line up here. But I got a little trick too that I did earlier that kind of helped me out some. I'm about to show y'all. Matter of fact, I can go ahead and do it with this sheet. Because this is the same thing we're going to do as if it was this one. you want to put you a piece of tape at the top, at your top border. You're going to put you a piece of tape. Can y'all see it? Piece of tape there. And you can cut the excess off because I don't need all of that tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. And remember I told y'all with the 0.5 overlay, how it's going to look like it's doubling. And as you're lining it up, when you move it up and down, the way that it line up will tell you if you have it down too far. See how far I have this down? It's not going to line up right. If I have it up too far, it's not going to line up right. Once you start messing with it, you will be able to see all of your pieces lining up correctly. See how that's almost doubled over top of that? And then you have your, and I'm making a mess with this ink on my hands. So now what I want you to do, because you see this little gap, a lot of people don't worry with it, but for me, it was giving ghosting, okay? So something I discovered earlier is this. I use this for my Clack fans to put the material back on the holder. So it's pretty strong. And so the Lord gave me this bright idea earlier to use some of this right here at the edge of this. Like this. And you don't have to, but it's worked for me. And then that'll seal up that gap in between there, because with ghosting, when you're doing sublimation, if you have a gap or error or any of that, that's what causes your ghosting. So to seal that up where it's not flapping, I just did that little extra because I tried to do the double-sided tape with that too, but it made it too thick, and that helped make it ghost as well. So the one that I did earlier, I didn't get any seams in it by doing it like this. Oh, come on. Okay, guys. I don't know what's going on with my printer, but it's not going to do right. It's going to make me reprint the whole thing because that last page, I don't know, it gave an error and it's going to try to make me reprint the whole thing. So anyway, we're going to make it do what it do. I'm still going to be able to show y'all. It just won't line up with the print exactly the way it's supposed to line up, but we still gonna work with it. So we got this one. We need some tape on your bottom one. You're gonna have tape along here and tape along here, but it's easier if you do your 3 pieces and then turn it over and do one long strip, but that's what I'm getting ready to show y'all. Okay, and you're gonna put it, your tape at the edge. All right. A little bit of tape off. And like I said, we ain't gonna actually line up because this is not the right bottom piece, but just for tutorial sake, we are going to line it up. Because I want to give enough overlay so I can show the same thing again. Then you're just going to turn it over. Like I said, do a little strip. And I got this from, where did I get this from? Either Michael's or Walmart. One of the two. Okay. I'm just going to close it back down. And that's that for that side. And then you are going to do the same thing for the other side. Except on this side, on the left side, You're going to leave this border and you're going to cut this border, okay? Oh, before I do that, we want to put our tape along this side. And the extra tape you cutting off, I just use that to take down my fan. Okay, so now we are going to cut this border, the side border, and leave the top border. And you also want to make sure that you are not leaving any white on your border, because not only will it make it difficult to line it up, but you will be able to see the difference on the print if you do it that way. And again, you are going to line up. See how this overlaps over top of this? That's okay, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it overlaps a little bit on top of the other prints. That's okay, because the other ones is going to cover that up. So don't freak out when that happens. It's supposed to be like that, because like I said, it's like a puzzle, and we're just filling in all the pieces. And then I will take a little piece here, seal that. Then we're going to do the same thing with this piece. And this will help you out too if you want to do it like this. So for this one, we're going to take the whole, this bottom piece and the side piece off. What I would recommend, if you have more than one fan that you are doing at a time and you're having to use a smaller printer, I would recommend that you prep like this. I would get all my prints done. I would trim all of my edges and stuff down first. Once you know the order that it's supposed to go in, like know the order it go in, you can trim all of your stuff down ahead of time. Get you a little stack going. And then when it's time to start pasting everything together, I would get all of my designs and everything taped up together. And then I would start pressing. I would do it like an assembly line, because it's more motivating to do it that way. And I just found it to be more efficient and more of a flow to do it that way, because you can get aggravated when you're doing one of these. And if you sit here and if I do this whole process all the way through one by one with these fans, I promise you, you're going to get aggravated and you're just going to be like, I'm not doing this. So you kind of got to psych yourself out a little bit. Do all of this first. Get all of your prints ready. Get them printed out. Get them trimmed up. Make sure you don't have no white on them. Get them taped down. And then start making your fans. Because then you could just grab your prints. Boom. Tape your fans down. And keep it moving. Okay, so now, oh, I messed up. Well, not really messed up, but I forgot. We got to put a piece of tape along this back side as well. Here. And you don't want any bubbles or doubled up tape or anything like that, because it will affect your print when you press. So you don't want to have any bubbles or any like bunched up tape or anything like that. And see how that's lifting? You want to make sure that even where you just have the tape at, that it's sealed really, really good, because any gaps, that's what causes the ghosting, because sublimation is a gas and it works by basically trapping the gas. So if there's gaps, the gas is able to get out once the heat hits it and it turns into the gas. It's able to get out. So you want to make sure that you don't have any gaps in there. And this one I found to be a little bit more difficult. What I would probably do is do this one first before I tape it down in the future, because I did have a little bit of a problem with that part, but it came undone by itself, so that's fine too. I'm just gonna lay it down. Up. There we go. All right. And then this part is going to go here. And remember, see how this was overlapping this one? But this piece is going to cover that up. Once you line up, and you got to find your different places to be your guides. Because this is not the right, bottom piece for this either. Was it this one that's supposed to be? I don't know, but we're going to keep it moving. Yeah, anyway, we're going to keep it moving. So since this bottom piece is not the right one, I'm going to use these markers up here to show me what's what. Okay. Now, we're going to take that down. And again, we have a lot of this overlay, a lot of that. So that can create ghosting. Want to make sure you don't have no gaps in your tape. But we're going to go back through and tape all of this down once we get everything pieced together. Okay. So you want to put a little strip here. Okay. That's for that one. And then, where's the other one? This one. Up. I'm going to do the same thing here.